Welcome back. Welcome to another video. If you're new here, welcome. If you're joining again, welcome back. My name is Rodna and welcome to the starting point where we talk about all things that help us work smarter, not harder, because I'm not trying to spend more time. So we're all about working smarter and not harder. So what I'm going to be talking about today is 7 things that I'm going to do before the new year to get my life in order, to just feel like I'm in the right state of mind and feel like I'm entering into the new year with a clear space, a clear mind, and ready to get started and ready for the new year. Now, I always felt like there was a space in between Christmas and the new year, and I never really knew what to do with it. But I have been using some cool steps, and I thought, let me share what I've been doing that just helps me get started and helps me feel a lot calmer and ready for the year. So without further ado, the first one is I declutter my house. Now, I've been talking about it on my channel for a hot minute. I declutter my house. I get rid of the old. So that means decluttering my wardrobes, my kids' wardrobes. All the drawers are coming out. Anything that's broken, that doesn't work anymore, it's going to the skip. In fact, my husband's just been to the skip now. Any clothes that are too small, we either take them to charity, or if they can't be used anymore, we throw them away. And this just makes my space feel nicer, ready for the new year. I don't know about you, but like when my space feels clean and refreshed, I feel clean and refreshed. So the first thing I do is definitely decluttering my mind, decluttering my house, and decluttering my laptop and my phone. So that means going through my pictures and just getting rid of the pictures that I don't need. I'm not wasting memory. Going through my laptop and seeing what files need to be put on my hard drive and just clearing space and getting ready for the new year. So it literally is a reset. So spend some time clearing your phone, clearing your laptop, and just making space for the new year. How are you expecting God to bless you with new things, and entering into a new year when your house is cluttered, your house is full of junk, and there is just no space for the new? So one thing I love to do is I make space for the new things. A bit too much, because so I was in a cleaning spree and I decided to throw out a lot of my pots. And then it came to Christmas and I realized I don't have a frying pan anymore because I had thrown it away. So don't be extra like me. But that's just me clearing space. It's me making space for the new ones that I'm going to get in the new year, because honestly, my frying pan was atrocious. So clear mind, clear space means a clear space means a clear mind for me. So I've really loved it, and I love like walking around my house. You know, when you've just cleaned a room, or like you've just cleaned your bedroom, and then you take a step back and you stand in the door, you're like, yeah, okay, yeah. That's what I've been doing in every room, just walking in and feeling refreshed. So I'm ready for the year. The second thing that I do to prepare for the new year is spending time alone. Having some time alone, whether that's going on a solo date or just locking myself up in a room, and just really spending time by myself, reflecting. If you haven't watched the first video yet, part of the series of Permission to Dream Again, we are giving ourselves permission to dream again. We're going after our goals. 2025, we are making it happen. We are unlimited. We are breaking all the limits in 2025. We are breaking all the limits in 2025. So we're giving ourselves permission to dream again. We're not waiting for other people to give us permission. We're getting it done. So that's the thing. So I spend time alone and I just journal, I write, I plan. I've been planning for the new year, setting my goals, setting my intentions, setting my word for the year. And I've really just taken time out to reflect, unwind, and just process. Thank God for the year of 2024 and really appreciating what God has done, appreciating who God is and who He has been in this year, and just taking a moment to just think and reflect and look back throughout my camera and look at just what's happened in this year and be thankful and be grateful for that. So that's the second thing that I do, is I identify what's happened in 2024 and I use that to plan for my 2025. And similarly to point two, point three is positioning myself to hear from God. So there is so much stuff that's going on in between the new year, spending time with family, but actually I also like to take a step back and actually just position myself to hear from God. And that means detoxing away from social media, getting rid of Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and all of those things, and actually just spending time in a quiet place, reflecting, meditating, hearing from God, and actually just finding out, what does God want for my year for 2025? What is God saying for 2025? Because sometimes we make all of these plans and we have all these things that we want to do, and we don't actually hear from God. So what is God saying for you for your year? Hearing God. So spend some time, just ask God, what do you want for me this year? What are the plans that you have for me for this year? What do you want me to achieve in this year? The Bible says that he knows the plans that he has for us. He's got plans for us, plans to prosper us, plans for an expected future, good plans for us. But if we don't know what that is, how are we going to fulfill it? So I like to spend some time just hearing from God, praying, and just being still and being silent and writing down anything that I hear or I sense or I see, which will help me and take me into 2025. And then the fourth thing that I do to prepare for the new year is I start implementing some of the habits. A lot of the times we start on the 1st of January and now we want to run with all these new habits. We want to do all of these things differently. But actually, I find that one way that I like to kind of ease myself into the new year is I start to implement some of the things that I have planned for 2025 in 2024. Now, not to any aggressive way, but I just start doing some of the things to start, I guess, bringing it into my habits and weaving it into my day-to-day life. So an example that I have is working out and being a lot more consistent in my working out. So I've just started naturally incorporating that in the last 2 weeks into my habits before the new year, so that when the new year comes, I'm not trying to do 50,000 different things. It's part of the routine and it's something that I'm starting to incorporate. So anything that you're planning to do, you might not necessarily want to wait until the first. It might be you just start slowly introducing yourself to those things. For another example is me drinking more water. I've just started doing that now. I'm not waiting until the new year. I'm just easing myself into it so that when the new year comes, I'm ready to run with it. And then the fifth thing that I do preparing for the new year is I spend time with my family. I really love spending time with my family. Everybody, like the kids are on break and we've got a couple of days off and we've got people that come over, and just really maximizing this time where it all feels a bit gooey and everybody's all up in their Christmas feels, and it's just a really nice time to spend with family and just to reset together, to reconnect, to bond and plan together. My family, my husband and I, we do our yearly goal setting, so we do that together. And this year I'm doing something a bit different. My kids are a bit older now. Well, no, they're not a bit older. My son's 5, but he's old enough to start thinking about goal setting. And so one thing that we're doing this year is actually like having him set his own goals for the year and the things that he wants to achieve. And one of those is like financial goals, like he's going to have to start saving. So like we're just spending time family, talking and asking each other questions, reflecting. I'm asking my children what they've enjoyed most this year and what they want to do next year. My son has some very ambitious goals for 2025, I'll tell you that. But just starting to get them incorporated in productivity and visualizing and dreaming and planning for the year is something that's really important to me. So obviously I need to get my children on board because otherwise, whose children are you? So just spending time with family, relaxing, watching movies. We've watched Christmas movies. We've just chilled in our pajamas and had fun. And eaten a lot. So spending time with family is something that I do to prepare for the new year, and just really taking the time to reflect and to enjoy each other's company. And then the sixth and final thing that I do to prepare for the new year is I rest. All work and no play makes Rodna a dull gal. I rest. I really take the moment. And this doesn't come naturally to me because I'm not a natural rester. I'm just usually on the go, 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 go. But I really take the time out to just do nothing and rest and just chill. I watch movies, I Netflix, I just lounge around in my pajamas and just resting and soaking in the season and the period. Because when the new year comes, I want to be ready. I want to feel well rested. I want to feel rejuvenated, and I want to feel like I'm ready. So as much as I'm doing all these other things, rest is important for this new season and this season and this time that we're in. So I'll gladly take a nap where I can take a nap, because why not? I'm just preparing myself, my mind, my body, my spirit, my emotions, and everything for the new year. And rest is important. The year has been extremely long. It's been a long year. Okay. It's been a very long year. And what better way to get ready and end the year and get ready for a new one than to just rest and recuperate, just appreciating, reflecting, loving on your family members. So those are my 6 things that I've been doing to prepare for the new year. So let me know in your comments below, what are some of the habits and the routines that you guys have? What are some of the habits and the routines that you have in this time? Because I find a lot of people aren't really sure what to do. Like, do they just sit and overeat, or do they start doing a vision board, or like, what do you do between Christmas and the new year? And the answer is, you do what you want to do. If you're a planner, this is a great time to start planning. If you just want to relax and it's been a long year, don't feel bad for relaxing. I have a hybrid approach. I kind of like to do both, so that I don't feel anxious or I don't feel underprepared when going into the new year. But I definitely take time, unplug, rewind, and just spend time with family. So yes, if that's been helpful, let me know in the comments below, what are some of the things that you do to prepare for the year? And also, if you're new here and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? If you're looking for ways to work smarter and not harder, because nobody wants to waste time doing the things that they don't need to do, this is the channel for you. This is the starting point, and I'm Rodna Tabini, and I will see you in my next video.